Hey, my lovelies, Serene Dream here with another filmy and general energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, this reading is timeless. It can resonate with you at any time that you find it. It can resonate with you for the day, the week, the month, or even the year, or it can resonate with you at a different time than when you're watching it now. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone listening. So only take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. And if you have not checked out your monthly Zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and click on the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. And follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And let's go ahead and get into your messages for this time. I get this energy of, I feel like something is wide open now. Something that was previously closed, or you were only able to get little peeks of. I feel like it's wide open and clear for you to see now, or something. I'm hearing something is getting exposed. It's like I'm getting this situation where, like, maybe little signs of something. Like, maybe you've been suspecting something and you were getting, like, little signs that maybe weren't so big. Maybe they were so small that you sort of, like, ignored them. Like, say, no, it's not anything. Like, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Something like that I'm picking up. But regardless, I feel like whatever signs you were getting, they were more than likely true, because now you're about to see the full picture of something that was only being exposed to you in like little peaks before. And it doesn't have to mean anything bad. Like, this could even be I don't know why I'm picking up crush energy. This could be like someone you suspected to have a crush on you and you weren't sure because maybe this person was like really subtle with their hints, but you just had this feeling like little things they'll do or say will make you feel like, yeah, this I think this person likes me. But it was just so, like, I just feel like it was so subtle that you just ignored it for the most part. But out of the blue, this person could be confessing their feelings, and you're just saying to yourself, like, I knew this person. Like, it's like something about like within your intuition gets confirmed now. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything bad. It could be something bad, but it could also be something good. It's just whatever's been hidden, but I feel like whatever's been hidden, you've been getting little hints about already. But this, it's like it gets fully exposed for you to know the full truth. I'm hearing and to know you're not crazy. So some of you probably were ignoring little signs and hints because you thought that it was, I'm hearing like too far fetched, or you thought that you were crazy to think something like that, but you find out that that's not the case. And I also get like an example of like you seeing someone's true self, their true character. Like maybe someone was hiding who they truly were from you, but I feel like the mask is coming off. And I feel like the person you see is not, and this is only going to be for some of you or maybe even one person. The mask coming off, you see that this person is not as maybe good or innocent as you were making them out to be, or at least who they were painting themselves to be. I feel like there was a lot of it's like a lot of energy where it's like I'm getting like flowery energy. So I just get that there was like, oh, rose colored glasses. I feel like you're viewing someone through rose colored glasses, but now the glasses are coming off. And you are seeing that this person is again not as great as you're making them out to be. This, I'm also getting like something about overrated. Like, I don't know, like maybe you were thinking very highly of someone and like their true selves, like their true character gets revealed, and you're like, oh, this is who you are. Like that type of energy. Or this could even be something, as shallow as this may seem, this could even be someone that you thought was like really attractive, and like you get a good look at them. Or this could be like, you're seeing them for the first time in a long time, or you're seeing them for the first time in person, and it's just like it's not meeting your expectations. You're just like, this, like, you don't look anything like I thought you look. It's something that could be one scenario. But I just get like something is like a truth is being revealed. Whether that truth be like a situation, whether that be the truth of like, you know, the sight of this person, their character. But anyway, I just feel like you're moving into a time. I feel like this has to happen though. Like this, whatever this exposure moment is, it has to happen because I feel like there's like a contract to fulfill. And I feel that whatever the situation is, it was holding you back from even beginning that contract. It's like you have something to do. Before you came to Earth, there was something that, like, I feel like you were set out to do many things, but there's like one thing in particular that is like the highest priority when it comes to your purpose on this earth. And I don't feel like you began that yet. I feel like a number of you are still in the dark about what this purpose is, but I feel like you're about to find out soon. But whatever you've been involved in, whatever you've been doing, I feel like it's been holding you back. Like you can no longer be a part of this in order to fulfill this contract. So it's like you have to leave something behind or cut something off, or just otherwise put an end to something in your life, even if it's just like your thoughts, like maybe a way of thinking that you have to put to bed, put to rest indefinitely so that you can move on to the next phase of your life, because maybe your thoughts, your way of thinking was holding you back, or it could hold you back from what it is you're meant to do. So yeah, I just feel like you're moving on from something, you're moving towards something that you're actually sent here to this earth to do. And I feel like you're being heavily, heavily guided. It's almost like it's this energy where you're being guided so much that you don't really have much of a choice to go in another direction. I feel like I got that message before, but I feel like it's like reiterating it from whenever I last spoke about this. But yeah, I feel like cuz I get like this, you have like very powerful guardian angels with you right now. I almost feel like these guardian angels have not always been with you. It's not even guardian angels. I feel like you have, that's what I'm getting. Cause I was getting this energy of like your angel team has changed. Like before you had guardian angels, but I feel like you've been like your angels have been reassigned, and you have like stronger angels with you. So you have archangels that's guiding you now. Like they've swapped out your guardian angels for archangels, because what you have to do is so important that you need like the best team around you. So right now I feel like you might be feeling a lot more pressure than usual, and it's because these archangels are heavily guiding you, because their mission is to make sure that you fulfill this contract, fulfill this purpose. Like I said, you don't even have a choice. And so even when you try to run away from this, it's only going to, you're just going to be turned right back around to go in the direction they want you to. And this is going to feel possibly like the hardest thing. I feel like you're just going to feel overall in this time like you're going through the hardest time of your life. And maybe on the outside looking in, people may not even understand why you're feeling that way, because they feel like your life may look fine to them or may even look perfect to them. But I feel like the pressure you're feeling is more so internal. I feel like it's externally your life, looks fine. It doesn't appear to be anything necessarily wrong. But I get like internally people don't know what you deal with. I'm hearing especially at night. I feel like at night you suffer a lot. You have a lot of mental anxiety. And this is because some of you may not even like to sleep, because when you sleep, you have these dreams that are so powerful that you don't understand. And if it's not actual dreams, I feel like you're having visions at night that you don't understand. And all of it compounded is just putting you in this place of like, you don't know what's happening to you. You don't know why this is happening. I feel like you've never felt this before. You've been under pressure before. I feel like you've experienced, disappointments before, times in your life where you felt uncertain. I feel like you experienced all of that, but this is just a new level of everything compounded. I just feel like this level of pressure is very new to you because, like I said, you have a new, stronger angel team, archangels. And I feel like it's about, for some of you, it's two. For others, you have about three or four. I feel like God is not playing about this. Like, God is very serious about, like, not only guiding you through this mission, but protecting you through it. I feel like also at this time you have so much protection around you that anybody who comes against you, it's like they receive immediate retribution. In other words, they receive immediate karma. So if I were anybody who were trying to harm you in any way, or in other words, like come against you in some way to interfere with what you're doing or try to put you down or sabotage you, I just feel like everything is, it's like that saying, that very childish saying, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say to me, whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. I get that kind of energy. So I just feel like whatever somebody's trying to do to you it's going to bounce right off of you and return to them like a boomerang. And like, I'm hearing like slice them up. So not literally, but I feel like whatever they're trying to do, what I get from that is they're going to get it back 10 times harder. So whatever they try to do is not going to affect you at all. Instead, it's just going to return to them tenfold. And I feel like I feel like at first they're not really going to understand why certain things are happening to them, because maybe the level in which they're experiencing such I'm hearing a downturn of events. I feel like they are going to be going through, and this person could already be going through this, like they're going through like one thing after the other. And it could seemingly start off with small, like seemingly small situations that may not be a big deal, but I feel like it's a downturn. Like as it goes down, it's almost like the situations get more wild, like they get more um out of control or something. Like this person could have like small misfortunes, but as the time goes on, it's like the misfortunes get bigger because of what they tried to do to you. So at first, when everything is like the misfortunes are small and they're having these little incidents, they're not gonna think about what they're doing to you. They're just gonna think like this is just some, bad time in the universe, and it's nothing too big that they can't turn around, because I feel like they're used to turning things around. But I feel like this person is not going to be able to turn things around this time, and it's because of what they did to you or what they're about to do to you or try to, because like I said, they're not going to succeed because the protection you have around you. Like I said, you even feel this protection because you feel a lot of pressure in your inner being. I feel like almost daily, and you don't know where it's coming from. But this person who is trying to affect you in a negative way, they're about to experience that very like I said, a downturn of events in their life. And I feel like it may be one of the hardest periods of their life. I'm also hearing like for some of them, they're not even going to be able to recover from this, like at least not in the way they're used to. I feel like they're going to, it's almost like when something, like when you get injured and the injury leaves a scar, like not all injuries, heal scarless. I get like that kind of energy with this person. I feel like they're going to go through a quote unquote injury from whatever they're trying to do to you. It's going to heal, but it's going to heal with the scar. So, what I get from that is like whatever they try to do to you, they're going to not only get it tenfold, but I feel like they're going to have to be reminded of it constantly. And I feel like that's on purpose because this is teaching them a lesson about how to treat people. I'm also hearing is teaching them a lesson to know that they are not above God. So I'm also getting some advice for you guys who this reading resonates with. Don't take much joy in this person's karma. Like you're gonna see them. I feel like you're gonna have a front row seat to everything they're about to go through, but don't take too much joy in their misfortune because I feel like God is also watching that in you. Maintain your humility and understand that we're all human. And just as this person is going through a downturn of events, it could easily turn on you at any point in time if you get off track and become what this person was to you, to somebody else, or even try to get back at them. The other thing is don't try to do the tit for tat either. Let God handle this because the way he's going to do this person is going to be way, like his revenge is going to be much better. Almost like I'm hearing sweet poetry. So yeah, what this person is about to go through is going to be much better revenge than anything you can think up yourself. So don't try to like go toe to toe with this person and like get back at them in some way for how they did you. Don't try to, I'm also hearing don't gossip about them. So like keep your mouth shut. Like just keep your head down, be quiet. I know it's hard to do sometimes when people are really testing your patience because you are only human, but I just get like maintain your humility. um Stay quiet, keep your head down. You're going to get a front row seat to what this person is about to go through, and God is allowing that because you have to see the power of God at work. And for you, like I said, don't take too much joy in this person's misfortune, or else I'm also getting like when it comes to that, I'm getting the story of when God told Abraham that he was going to have a son, and Sarah, his wife, overheard that and she laughed. And she laughed because she thought, like, we're too old to have a baby. What do you mean? Like, that was her thing. But God punished her for that because it was kind of like, you don't believe me? And okay, well, this is your punishment. I don't remember what the punishment was, or maybe he had her name the child something that relates to what she did. I don't remember. But that story just came to me. He definitely scolded Sarah for laughing, so I'm getting that message for you. I feel like you shouldn't laugh at this person's misfortune. Don't take any joy in their misfortunes because I feel like you might suffer a punishment also for that small little thing. So yeah, just be careful. You have something very beautiful coming that you do not expect. I feel like you can't even think up what this blessing is. Like, whatever you expect your greatest blessing to be, I feel like it exceeds that. And I feel like you're going to have some sort of position that people are going to envy. A lot of people. Yeah, I'm hearing you're going to be in a very enviable position. Whatever this mission is, this purpose that you have to fulfill is very important, it's very big. And I feel like when all is said and done, a lot of people are going to want to be in your shoes. And you have to make sure that, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to breathe. Okay. You have to make sure that okay. Give me a moment. I gotta readjust myself. Okay, you have to make sure that you not only take a lot of pride in the position, but you have to make sure that you hold yourself to a certain standard in this position, because it is something, a position that many people are going to envy you having. You have to make sure that you carry yourself in a certain way to represent this role or this position in life, because I feel like you don't, not that you should care what people say, but I feel like you don't want to carry yourself in a way that everybody unanimously could say like you don't deserve this. It's like you have to make sure that your character matches your blessing. And I feel like your blessing is very big. And like I said, you were created, like this is something that was written for you before you even came to this earth. And I'm hearing get cleaned up now. So, yeah, the reason why you're feeling a lot of pressure is because God is trying to push you into this transformation, because this position is going to require a different you. I'm also hearing you're going to have a whole new set of responsibilities that you've never had before. Everything about you is going to be changed, but it's going to be changed for the better. And again, what this is, it is going to take you by surprise. You're not going to have any clue what this is until it's fully revealed to you. But I'm getting this energy that when I was picking up earlier about something being exposed, for some of you, it's going to be revealed to you now or very, very soon what it is that you're meant to do, the purpose you're meant to fulfill. And I feel like you may have, like I said, been receiving inklings and visions and dreams, but it's like you were ignoring it, because I feel like it wasn't like all the visions and dreams and the messages, it either wasn't making sense cohesively, it wasn't making sense together. You weren't able to put it together to make a message out of it, or whatever the visions or messages, whatever the visions, messages, or dreams were, it just seemed too far fetched, or it just seemed like, no, that can't be what I'm being told or being guided to see or understand. But you're going to find out that it was. Um, I'm also hearing, who sings that song? I think it's Stephanie Mills. And she sings a song, You Putting a Rush on Me. I feel like that's how you're feeling at this time. You feel as if God is rushing you, like he's pushing, like he's rushing you to a position. And that's not just a feeling, he is, like I said, because he has something for you to do. And it requires a different you, a different version of yourself. A lot of you could be trying to cling to your past, like cling to your old self, and God is not allowing that anymore. I feel like the more you cling to your past, like the more pain you're going to experience. I feel like you're already going through that, but I feel like it's going to be a whole new level of pain than what you're used to. Almost to the point that it's impossible, not almost, but it is going to be to the point that it's impossible for you to hold on to anything he doesn't want you to hold on to, because he doesn't need you to be there or in that place or that version of yourself anymore. And I get like a lot of you are afraid of like unknown territory, of like not knowing where you're going or knowing the details of what it is you're supposed to do beforehand. Like all this mystery surrounding whatever this is you're meant to do. I get that it makes you very, very nervous. It creates a lot of anxiety in you. And when I'm picking up that the nighttime again, when you can't sleep and you're up, I feel like that's something that is really like weighing heavily on you. Like, what is the future going to look like? Like, what are you being guided to? What, because you feel God almost. It's like I'm getting a vision of someone holding on to something, and they're being pulled away by a force that's stronger than them. So it's like their grip is loosening. They're trying to hold on with all their might, but like the fingers are slipping, and it's like the force is pulling them away, and eventually it rips them completely away from it. So it's like you're going to be ripped away from what you're used to, what you know already, and you're going to be put, I feel like you're going to be put in a place for a time where you're just kind of still, and you're not gonna know like what's happening. Almost like purgatory, like you're in between, like you're in the place in between your past and your future. I feel like you're about to be there for a minute because I feel like you have to get cleaned up for this new phase in your life. But it's not like you're going like the reason that's happening is because you can't go immediately from who the person you used to be to this version of, this new self, or this new phase that requires a new version of you. You can't make that transition like that, because whatever it is you're being guided toward, it's like I said, it's very important, and it's a very enviable position, and you don't want to be a person who people, like I said, unanimously feel doesn't deserve what you have because of your character, because things you, not things you used to do, but the person you actually still are, and things you currently still do. So I feel like God is going to rip you from your past and put you in like almost like this purgatory to separate you from your past and prepare you for your future. In this quote unquote purgatory, you're going to be getting cleaned up, you're going to be getting focused, you're going to be getting clarity. And I feel like this is where you're going to be, like, your purpose is going to be revealed to you. So all of that is going to happen in this phase where you're just kind of sitting still, and you don't know, what's next. You don't know how anything is going to happen. It's going to be a lot of questions still, but you're going to also have a lot of questions answered. So you're going to know what you're about to do. You're going to know what's going to be required of you. You're going to know like the do's and don'ts. But as far as starting this new mission, you're not going to know when that's going to happen. You're not going to know how it's going to happen. And you're not going to know like the full outcome of how everything is going to feel and look. You're just going to have the information that's necessary so that you can know uh, the basics of what you're walking into whenever you walk into it. Just give me a moment, guys. I'm tuning into a message here. Yeah, I feel like you all are in a year of completion and you don't even know it. I feel like when you started this year, you were excited about, um, I feel like you started this year excited about things that you've already experienced, or you're experiencing again. But it's like you started this year with this energy of like you're doing what you of doing what you usually do, or like getting back to who you used to be. I feel like a lot of you had that energy of like, more of the same, or like a returning to what you felt was maybe a happier time in your life. But you had no idea that you were being ushered into like a whole new era of life that it's like what you were actually looking forward to is not really what this year is about. You're in a year of completion, like I said, which is wrapping up an old version of you, beginning a new version of you with a new set of responsibilities, and a whole different, it's like a whole different character you're going to be taking on. And the thing about it is, this is not like fake. I don't feel like you're taking this on just to like impress. I feel like this is who you are. I feel like who you're about to become is who you've always truly been at your core. But the person that you've been projecting all of these years is like the version of you that has developed from like the pain, the disappointments, the trauma. And I feel like you got so used to that version that you almost like you really lost touch with it. I feel like a lot of you still know what the true version of you looks like, or at least some kind of idea of it. Like you are still in touch with the real you, but I feel like you haven't been able to show that version of yourself in a very, very long time. So I feel like many people who have come in contact with you don't even know the real you. And I feel that they're going to be introduced to that version once you go through this transition. It's going to take a lot of people by surprise because it differs greatly from who they know you to be, who you used to be, which like I said was the persona you took on due to the traumas, the pain, the hurt, or even like your environment. Like you soaked up the energies and the behaviors of your environment, and you shape this personality. I'm hearing to almost protect yourself, but that version is a very damaged version of you. Who you're about to become now is who you truly were created to be. It is you at the purest, you in the purest version at the deepest core of yourself. And I feel like as you start to tap into this version of yourself, it's going to feel a lot better than you're probably expecting it to feel. Because you're so used to pushing this version of yourself down that I feel that, and it's because you were always afraid that showing this side of yourself wouldn't get you anywhere. People wouldn't like you, or you wouldn't be accepted, or you otherwise would be very hurt because maybe the version of like the truest form of you is a lot more sensitive than people know, something like that. It could be all of those things or one of those things, but getting in touch with this side of yourself makes you more comfortable not only to explore it but to project it to the world. So you're not going to be you're going to be unafraid of showing this true you, because you're going to not look at it as a weakness anymore. You're going to view it as a strength. And it is going to be a strength. It's going to be your truest self is your greatest strength. And I feel like that's something that you haven't ever known or embraced before, because I feel like a lot of you are probably made to believe that the truest version of yourself would be rejected, but that's not true. I feel like this version that you've been carrying on into the world, that version has suffered a lot of rejection because it wasn't who you really are. You're wearing a mask. But the mask is about to come off and you're about to step into your true self. And I just get like this version of you is going to attract so much light. Like, so not only just light in the form of like good energy, good people. I feel like it's like life is about to open up for you. It's almost like you're about to attract all the good things the universe has to offer, all good opportunities, like things you probably struggled to get before, acceptance that you probably had to fight to even get a piece of. It's like all this stuff you're going to be attracting easily. You're not going to have to fight at all to be seen or to be accepted or to have good things in life or to have opportunities come your way. I'm getting like you're just going to be moving out of like that lack mentality that you've been living in. I'm hearing all of your life. You're about to see how abundant your soul really is. You shut this part of yourself down, and that's why there was so much struggle in life. But now that you're going to be stepping into this version of yourself, you're about to see just how much you can attract that you were struggling to attract before. And the thing about it is you're not going to have to work as hard to get it. I almost feel like you're going to almost have, I'm not going to say anything that you want, but anything positive that can benefit your life, you're going to be able to have it at the snap of a finger. That's how easy you're going to attract. And I feel like life is just about to become very great, like very good to you and for you. And I don't know why I just keep getting family. So a lot of you I feel like are going to be um either building or starting a family. That's not going to apply to everybody. But I just get like family for somebody, or some of you listening, family is going to be a part of this abundance. That may not be everything, but I feel like it's a part of like the abundance that you're attracting in your life. Some of you have been wanting a family, and if that is the case, you're about to get that. And I feel like it's going to be I feel like the family itself is going to be abundant as well. It's going to be a very abundant family unit with very, very beautiful light energy. Okay, so that's about all I have for you all for this Fill Me In general energy reading. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Again, if you'd like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and click on the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance, and I'll be back with my readings, lovelies. Bye.